Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing, day 388 today. It's been a very busy day for me. Today is the 16th of December, Advent calendar. It was another teddy bear. It was the same as yesterday. It's the third teddy bear we've had. Every day, I hope for a new shape. But alas, really don't think it's going to happen. We still haven't had 2 snowmen either. So, I don't know, that's interesting, I think. If it's not interesting, I don't blame you. So I went to see Spider-Man today. Spider-Man No Way Home. There will be spoilers in this video. If you don't want to know anything about the movie, which I recommend that. I think that's what I recommend. It's what I always recommend. I know that people say, oh, if people enjoy the movie more if they know what's going to happen. I think it's more nuanced than that. But there will be spoilers. I will be talking about the movie. So if you're not into that, then stop watching. Or just, I don't know, mute the video so I get the views. I thought that No Way Home was pretty good. I had a lot of fun watching it. We'll get the big spoilers over with. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they're in the movie. They do a great job. A bunch of villains are in it too. It's great. There's like a 5-minute long scene of the 3 Spider-Men just kind of talking to each other about the differences between them. I thought that was a really fun little bit of a little fun interaction. I thought it was a good film. I think it is not without its flaws. I think it's not any better than the previous Spider-Man movies from the MCU. But those are good films, or they're good MCU films at least. I had a lot of fun watching it. It's kind of weird because the way it ended kind of is how we know Spider-Man now. So for the last 3 films, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, then Spider-Man's been kind of, people have said, oh, Iron Man Jr. or whatever, which I can sympathize with that opinion. I think that he has heavily lent on Tony Stark and Iron Man for tech and suits and guidance and whatnot. And No Way Home kind of changes that course, and now he's got guidance from Aunt May. He's got guidance from the other Spider-Man. He's got guidance from some of the villains that he fought. And it's nice that he ends the movie in a classic red and blue Spider-Man suit, which is nice. He does a little swing through the city in classic Spider-Man fashion. I really hope... Oh, and, he does things like he has a shitty apartment that he needs to make rent for, and he needs to juggle his studies and being Spider-Man. I think it's kind of odd that it took 3 films and 2 other Spider-Men and also their villains to get him to that point. But I'm excited to see what happens with him in the future. I hope that they do change the course, because my least favorite thing about Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he's in the MCU. And I hope that they can kind of iron that out. No pun intended there, because Iron Man. So hopefully they can do that. I'm excited to see where it goes. I thought that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were great. I don't really have the nostalgia for those films as a lot of other people do. I've never seen The Amazing Spider-Man 1. That's the only one I haven't seen. No, that's a lie. I haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's the only one I haven't seen. I've definitely seen 1, but it was ages ago. And it's been a long time since I saw Spider-Man 1, 2, or 3, Tobey Maguire. But I did think that seeing in the final battle, there's a nice hero shot of all 3 of them doing the classic Spider-Man pose in front of the moon. I thought that was really nice. I thought that was really cool. I think that it is an achievement of corporate monopolization. And I'm glad that it's making a lot of people happy. I thought it was a good film. Charlie Cox was in it too as Matt Murdock. He wasn't Daredevil, he was in it for like 5 minutes. But yeah, I thought it was a good film. I really enjoyed it. I hope that people realize that it's still an MCU film, and that brings it down. I'm excited to see what happens next with like Daredevil, because Daredevil's fucking great. Spider-Man's great. I hope they do Spider-Man justice. Spider-Man is a great superhero, but he's a great superhero when he's Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. I feel like Tom Holland hasn't had the chance to be those Spider-Men. I hope I'm making sense here. Tom Holland has very much been an Avenger first. He's done his... he went straight to being an Avenger. He's not really had his, like, small-scale swinging through New York, stopping a mugging or whatever. He's not really had that, so I hope we get that from future films. I guess I could talk about the post-credit scene. No, I guess technically there's only one. Venom was in it from the Venom films. I thought it was really funny, because this is a spoiler for Venom 2 as well. In the Venom 2 post-credit scene, then he gets teleported to the MCU, and he sees Tom Holland, and he's like, that guy, something's up with that guy. And then in the post-credit scenes for No Way Home, then he's sitting in a bar, and he's like getting a load of answers from a bartender, and then he gets put back in his universe, after the events of the finale of No Way Home. I just thought that was really funny that he didn't do anything in the MCU. He got teleported there, was really confused for a bit, and then got teleported back. There was a bit of Venom goo that got left in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as there is. So I'm sure that'll lead to something in the future. And the post-credit scene was just a trailer for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which comes out February, I think. I thought that looked interesting. I have absolutely no idea what it's about, but I'm excited to find out. I think that's definitely the only immediate MCU film that I'm like super excited for, to see what they do with that. I hope that they actually follow through on like the promises of like psychological horror stuff that they've said it's going to be like. I hope it's not just quip fest like all the other MCU films are. All in all, No Way Home was good. I had a pizza during it. That was good. And an Oreo milkshake. That was also good. They were both very good. For the price I paid, I don't think it was unfair. I don't think it was extortionate. I paid like £10, maybe a little bit more for a pizza and a milkshake. Pizza was pretty small. It wasn't like a 10-inch or whatever. But I had a good cinema experience, and I can't wait to go again. I need to go see Last Night in Soho, and I also need to go see other stuff. So maybe I'll do that like next week or something. Now that I have a job and then I'm getting paid, even though I know I need to save up for that computer. But maybe I can go see some more movies now that I have income. And today's trip, I can't have spent more than £20, not including the train there and the cinema ticket or whatever. But for like food and stuff. It was fun. I had a good day out. Has anything else happened today? If it has, I've no idea. I haven't heard about it. So I guess that's everything. Yeah, nothing else has happened today. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Hope you've all had a really, really good day. And I'll see you tomorrow, where I hope to God we get a less boring shape in the advent calendar.